Well, hello. This is one of my favorite weeks. Talking about growth, a different type of growth. When I first got involved in business, I always thought about organic. How can I get my marketing plans together? How can I take on new markets, etc. And frankly, back at Jack's company, I started to learn a lot about the importance of, mergers, acquisitions. In other words, buying market share. I first came over here to America. I was involved in probably about 27, 28 acquisitions. And what we were doing back there was building this particular global brand. And it never really occurred to me at the time that this is a really smart business decision. What do I mean by that? The reality is it's a make versus buy, okay? And frankly, in some cases, it's going to be a lot quicker and a smarter way to go to market to actually buy rather than make. When you start to analyze the cost of making something, then maybe it's not your comparative advantage, or basically it's not in your wheelhouse. So that's one of the things that you need to look at and think about. The other side of it is that I learned so much about how to do acquisitions correctly. And there's some really tough things you've got to look at here. You might think, hey, I'm going to do an acquisition of this company. It's going to be great. I've got a gap in my product portfolio or my business portfolio. We'll go and buy this company. It's a completely different culture, but I think we'll make it work. Yeah, that's something just to look at, and I think you'll read some things about that. The assumption that you're just going to be able to fix the culture, it's just a tough one. I know culture is not really a topic we talk about a lot in this course, but as a strategist, I tell you what, every day of my life, I think about culture eats strategy for breakfast, and that absolutely does. So I hope you enjoy this. So really start to think about, different ways to go to market. At the moment, I'm actually talking about talking to a small company. In fact, something a little new for me is this whole idea of, a reverse takeover, or a reverse triangular merger, or an IPO. These are just different ways to grow companies that aren't your traditional, you're sitting there, you've got your little shop front, and you're thinking, okay, so I'll sell 12 ice creams, I want to sell 13, or maybe with the ice creams, I'm going to sell a candy bar or whatever, right? This idea of acquisition growth, it's something that G was very, very well skilled in, let's put it that way. But it's something that's absolutely efficient, and it basically suits the market, but you've got to be careful. You've really got to be careful, and you've got to be, do your due diligence. Here again, where it comes into research, it's something we do a lot of with due diligence. And due diligence doesn't just mean the financial, statements, profit and loss and so on. So anyway, thank you very much.